What's up, guys? Jason here again, this time with a review of the remarkable Carmell Jones. The remarkable Carmell Jones was originally released in 1961 and hasn't been available in the US since that time. But now it's gotten a Tone Poet reissue that has an amazing outer sleeve that reproduces the original artwork and just some of the best sounding sonics that you can get on vinyl. This is one of only 6 records that Carmell Jones released as a leader and one of only 3 on the Pacific Jazz label. Jones, while not a prolific artist, definitely carved out his niche as a very capable trumpet player. Jones was born in 1936 and began his career on the West Coast, hanging out with such heavy hitters as Dexter Gordon, Shelly Manne, and Frank Butler. And eventually he ran into Richard Bach from Pacific Jazz, for whom this record is recorded. And then Jones got a break, if a short-lived break, by hooking up with Horace Silver in 1964 and 1965, and even performing on Silver's iconic album, Song for My Father. All right, the lineup on this record is sort of chock full of people you may have never heard of. We've got Carmell Jones himself on trumpet, Harold Lang on tenor sax, Frank Strazzeri on piano, Gary Peacock on bass, and Leon Pettis on drums. Not necessarily household names, but a group of musicians that work very well together on this record. Tenor Harold Land made some records as a leader, but is probably best known for contributing to some iconic recordings like Bobby Hutcherson's San Francisco, love that record. Thelonious Monk at the Black Hawk, love that record. Wes Montgomery, Montgomeryland, love that record. Frank Strazzeri is the not very well-known pianist on this record. He recorded mostly as a leader, and some of his better records are Wood Winds West and Somebody Loves Me. Gary Peacock recorded many records as a sideman, including Bud Shank's New Groove, Keith Jarrett's Standards Volume 1, and Claire Fisher's First Time Out. Drummer Leon Pettis, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably Leon's first date, and he doesn't even have a Wikipedia page that I could find. However, he did appear on some other records. Many of them are not well known. Harold Land, Take Aim, and the Red Mitchell Harold Land Quintet, Hear Ye, Hear Ye. As for the music on this record, Jones penned 2 of the tunes on the session, and the quality on those 2 tunes sort of begs the question, what if Carmell Jones hadn't moved to Germany at the peak of his powers? So this record kicks off with Duke Ellington's bluesy number, I'm Gonna Go Fishin'. Piano player Frank Strazzeri plays some really nice harmonic chords on this tune. One of the highlights on this record is the pianist Frank Strazzeri, who you don't hear a lot from in jazz circles, but actually plays really nicely on this record. He plays some really nice harmonic chords on this tune, and tenor Land and Strazzeri take nice solos, while Jones displays his clean, polished trumpet tone. On track 2, Jones tends to lay out a little bit, while Land and Strazzeri demonstrates some moody chemistry on tenor and piano. Bassist Peacock delivers a standout performance. The bass on this record is something else that's notable. It's really nice, and on this tune it really stands out. Song 2 is a sensitive tune, but can feel a bit basic at times. Track 3, Night Tide, picks up the pace a bit and includes some sophisticated tenor by Harold Land. Jones takes a nice solo in the Clifford Brown tradition as Strazzeri plays some nice changes under them. Okay, side 2 opens with Jones's 11-minute composition, Sad March. It's a nice tune, but it comes just short of swinging, in my opinion. Again, Jones's playing is capable and at times exceptional. The second of the 2 Jones compositions is another ballad and probably features some of the best playing on the record. His more sensitive side takes center stage, and the results are actually quite nice. His extended playing gives him the chance to really open up and display some beautiful blowing. The record ends on the swinging Full Moon and Empty Arms. The rhythm section lays down a terrific canvas, and Jones improvises over it. It's one of the highlights of this record. Overall, the remarkable Carmell Jones is not a knock your socks off fast swinging record. It's more of a bluesy, ballad-infused session that's great for relaxing, dinner parties, falling asleep to. For me, the remarkable Carmell Jones falls just short of a must-have record. On the few occasions when the record really swings, tenor Harold Land tends to steal the show. So I'm giving this record 3 stars. Now granted, I've only listened to this record a few times, so perhaps after further listening, I'll develop a new appreciation for it. But I just feel like overall, it's a nice listen, but there isn't anything exceptional happening here. I know I'm going to get killed by people that love this record. But when I think of 5-star records, I'm thinking about Kind of Blue, I'm thinking about Saxophone Colossus, Giant Steps. I mean, those are incredible 5-star records. You can't really put this on the same level as those records. So some people are calling this a 5-star record. I just don't see it that way, but hey, it's still a nice record. I think you should definitely check it out and see what you think for yourself. For me, the highlights of this record are going to be tenor Harold Land, his playing over the exceptional piano playing of Frank Strazzeri, which fortunately happens quite often on this record. Jones's trumpet playing is mostly sparse, with the exception of the 2 Jones compositions on side 2, which spotlight some of his best playing. Lowlights are just that. With few exceptions, these musicians sort of drifted into obscurity, and their playing together just isn't as tight as the best sounding jazz recordings. The pressing. I mean, the pressing is 10, top notch, Tone Poet. How can you go wrong? They do not fall short here, particularly with just how forward sounding the musicians are. Every time there's a solo, the person feels like they're stepping right to the front of the stage. Every instrument is clear. All the musicians sound great. There's no problem there in terms of sonically, it sounds amazing. The stereo mix is well mastered, and thankfully the vinyl is quiet and crystal clear. Of course, Tone Poet is the audiophile reissue series of recordings issued from the Blue Note family of labels. Blue Note's Tone Poet offering pays careful attention to detail, from the photography and artwork on the covers to the direct from Master Tapes mastering by Kevin Gray. They're issued on 180-gram vinyl. They usually feature a gatefold and session photos. This one does not, but always, when you pick up a Tone Poet, you know right where your $40 went. I have yet to be disappointed by a Tone Poet pressing, and have never had any quality control issues or anything like that. I think every time you get one and you drop the needle on it, you just know what you're gonna get. I mean, I wish I could say that for every label. So who is this record for? This record is for you if you like bop that's a little bit softer. Fans of Clifford Brown will find something to like here. The recording itself is exceptional. This is great low-key cocktail party jazz. Other records by Carmell Jones are 1962's Business Meetin', 1965's Jayhawk Talk, and definitely check out Horace Silver's Song for My Father, which features Jones on trumpet. That's going to do it for my review of the remarkable Carmell Jones. Oh, but wait, there's more. Still giving away this Blue Train, the complete masters, Tone Poet issue, the 2-disc set, which includes all the extra tunes on the second disc. This is an amazing record. If you look down and there's still less than 1,000 subscribers, then that means I have not given this record away yet. So subscribe today to get a chance to win this exceptional record. Can't you see it now arriving in the mail? You're so excited, you pull it out of the sleeve, you drop the needle on it. I would definitely run it through a spin clean first. But then you drop it and then, man, you're just blown away for the next hour. Okay, that's really gonna do it for my review of the remarkable Carmell Jones. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.